Hey guys, what's up and how's it going? Happy Wednesday. I apologize for not uploading the past 2 days. I went to Texas and then I saw a mouse in my house and then the story of my life basically happened. Also, don't mind the mess in the back. This is just a story of my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to clean it anymore. I gave up on cleaning. So for today, I do have my Dunkin' latte right here. It is 1 a.m. and we are doing this. We are vibing. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a first impressions on the new ABH Riviera eyeshadow palette. Now, I spoke about this in my yes, no, maybe so video. And you guys saw my excitement there. I just knew I had to have this in my life. It wouldn't make sense if I wouldn't have it in my life. So anyways, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some swatches, and I'm going to do a look with this as well. Really excited about this one. Firstly, I want to share with you guys that the shelf life of this is 18 months and it is cruelty free. I still didn't find on the back here where it is made, but once I find out, I will let you guys know. 1 second. Oh, it's made in the USA. Yay! Anyways, once you take the palette out of its box, here's how the product looks. It's beautiful. It has like a textured feel to it. It says Riviera in gold and then Anastasia Beverly Hills right over here. This palette does retail for $45. It's available on ABH's site, Ulta, Sephora, and other retailers as well. So I will have a link down below if you guys want to pick it up for yourselves. And I don't believe it's limited edition. Hey, my nails look really good against this color, right? Anyways, I really like the nautical vibe I'm getting with this. It's like super fun and just pretty and cute. Once you open up the palette, there's a nice size mirror right over there, and then you get 14 different eyeshadows that are included in here. Look at the color story that's going on in here. It's so freaking stunning. It also comes with a dual-ended brush, which is typically what is included in the ABH palettes. Here's what the palette looks like up close. There are 6 metallic shades that are included and then 8 matte shades. This one right here, this white, is a matte. I thought it was a metallic, but no, there are 6 metallics and then 8 mattes. I will say that generally I do enjoy the ABH formula, her palettes, her shadows, all of that, except for the subculture, but everything else besides for that is like, oh my goodness, you know? Also, I will say that her palette used to retail for 42 bucks, but now I'm assuming they're gonna be retailing for 45 because the last one was also 45 and this one is 45 too, so they're bumping up the price a little bit. I mean, even though it's 3 bucks, it's still 3 bucks, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get started with swatches first, and then I'll go ahead and do an eye look with you guys. I'm just beyond excited, yay. That didn't even sound like I was excited, like, okay, let's go. Okay, so here's how all 14 shades swatch, and you guys saw these were the 2 swipe swatches each. That's typically what I do with palettes. Really nice. The mattes are very smooth, creamy, and just like mushy gushy soft, and the metallics are just like literally edible because they are so freaking creamy. Like, you know when you just bake chocolate chip cookies and you just like break them in half and it's like, ugh. That's what the metallics are. So like, ugh feeling, you know what I mean? There's like no word to really describe it, just like a noise, just a noise that needs to be made. Not a sexual noise, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, really nice. The color selection is something that's very unique, something that I haven't seen much in a lot of palettes, especially higher end palettes. So I'm really thrilled about this one. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm not sure what kind of look I'm gonna go for, but I definitely wanna go a little bit out of my comfort zone and do something a bit different and out there and maybe unique, we'll see. I will say that when I actually swatched the shades, there was a little bit of kick up, so have that in mind, but when I swatched them, there's like no flakiness and like no skipping either, just like smoothness galore. All right, let's get started with the eye look. I'm just gonna firstly wipe off the swatches just because I know it's gonna get everywhere, even though I don't really care if it does, but like, now let's save ourselves a little bit of a mess. Wait. So the brushes that I'm going to use to the most part are going to be the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brushes. If I'm going to use anything else, I will indicate it, but I'll leave this set link down below if you guys want to pick it up. I really do love it. I've been using it for a while now and it's good stuff. One of my favorite brushes of all time from the set is the JH30. It's the best. Anyways, the first shade I'm going to go in with is this one right here, which is called Sails, and I'm just going to set my lids with that. Even though I kind of set it in already, I just want to use that just because, you know, I want to try to use it as much as I could. And I always say this in a lot of my videos, but I really do appreciate when brands put like whitish shades, creamy shades like that, just because it's like a go-to all around, you know, palette. I don't have to pull anything else in. Right, once that's all done, I'm going to go in with the shade Coastline, which is this really nice neutrally peachy type of color, really gorgeous, and then just put that in the crease. So that shade blended out really nicely. I just wanted a little wash of color, and I think that delivered. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is, I wanna say Montcarella. Right here, this really nice rosy-ish type of color. Very pretty. And then put that in the crease as well, basically the same, in the same place as I put the previous shade. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is Canis, I think I wanna say. Don't get upset at me if I didn't pronounce correctly. I know a lot of people get annoyed, but I'm not the best in English, you know, I'm just gonna admit it. I'm really, really not. So this I'm gonna take on a smaller brush. This is the JH31 brush, and this I'm basically gonna maybe try to do a little bit of a halo eye. Last time I did one was a while back, and I really like how it came out. So I'm gonna pretty much focus this on the outer V area, but then kind of drag it a little bit towards the inner part of my eye as well. I think the purple blended out pretty nicely, not bad at all, and I know how hard purples are to do, so for being a purple, it's pretty good, I will say. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is Bahamas. I definitely have to use this like bright ass pink, and the name Bahamas, come on, we need to just all be by the Bahamas, you know what I'm saying? So with this, I'm gonna just take it on a smaller brush. I think I'm gonna just take it on the JH33 brush. It's just like a smaller crease brush, and then kind of follow the same technique I did with the purple, like with the pink, you know what I'm saying? Nah, do you really? Do I ever say, do you know what I'm saying? And then you guys are like, no, like, I don't know what you're saying. You know what I mean? It's possible. The pink blended out really, really beautifully, and I will say that for a pink, that's pretty impressive, damn. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is put a shade in the middle, and I'm not really sure which one I wanna go in with. My initial reaction is kind of like, yeah, let's go in with this blue shade, but then I'm kind of like, I feel like that's kind of typical-ish. Do you know what I'm saying? But then I kind of feel like, no, that's gonna look sexy. But then I'm kind of thinking, you know, like all these thoughts in my brain and my head. I'm thinking of going in with the shade Inheritance, which is this really nice gold yellow. I kind of want to maybe go in with this one. Yeah, let's go in with the shade Inheritance. Like, if this is gonna look weird, then it's gonna look weird. It's a little good try. I don't want to do a basic look. So with this, I'm just gonna use my fingers and then dot it in the middle. Are we vibing with this? I don't know. I'm not sure. Listen. Let me explain myself. It's definitely very different, something that I'm definitely not used to, but I'm gonna finish up the look and put lashes on, and I think it's gonna look kind of cutesy. But first, I'm just gonna take like a brush and just blend out like the edges, so it kind of looks like it's blending in as opposed to just there. So literally, I'm gonna take a teensy bit, like literally a dot of the purple, and blend out these edges and the inner part too. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the pink shade. I think I'm kind of liking it now that I'm looking at it again. For the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Bahamas, build that up, and then maybe throw a little bit of the purple in there, Canis, and then I think I'm gonna use a little bit of the shade Palm, which is the brown, maybe on the outer part, just a little bit. I was thinking maybe the blue shade, but I don't like to use metallic shades under there, just realistically, honestly. So yeah, Bahamas, Canis, Palm. Okay, then before I go ahead and do the other eye, I think I'm gonna go in with this turquoise blue color and put that on the inner corners. Typically, I like to use a whitish, yellowy, champagne-y type of highlighter there, but I think I'm gonna do this because it's gonna be different. I think it's gonna add a spice to this look. So excited. It's just adding such a coolness to this look, you know what I mean? I've never done, I don't think I've ever done a look like this with a blue in the inner corners. It's just different for me. And it's fun to be different sometimes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other eye. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I went ahead and finished off this eye as well as put on lashes, mascara, and eyeliner. For lips, I'm just gonna use this Stila liquid lipstick, which I've been really loving. It's in the shade Carmelo. And then And on top of that, I'm gonna put some of the Becca and Chrissy gloss in the shade Beach Bum. We'll see that the look came out pretty beautiful. This is something that I don't think I've ever done. I've never really highlighted my inner corner with like a turquoise blue. And I don't believe that I've ever done this like color combination. So as much as it looks pretty different, I think it's still pretty wearable and pretty. All right, so as for my thoughts wrapped up into one after using this for the first time today, I think it's actually really beautiful. Definitely pretty similar to the other ABH palettes. I think that they perform beautifully. Literally, there was no fallout. I didn't even wipe my face once. They applied really nicely, super pigmented on the eyes, and really just blend out very, very easily. I think that if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of colored palettes and you want something high-end, luxurious, and easy to work with, this is really nice. I could see myself coming up with a ton of different color combinations with this one. And even though it looks like it's a palette that's just mainly like colorful type of shades, I still think that it'll be a palette that you could use probably on a day-to-day basis, not as wearable as other ABH palettes, but like you can use this shade right here, you can use this shade, this is a really nice color, this one, and then this shade Yacht, maybe Mediterranean for a day-to-day kind of look. But generally I will say that this is a pretty colorful palette, as you guys can see. I love the fact that it's colorful though, but it's not beyond loud. But I'm really impressed and amazed that I was able to come up with a look just using this and not having to pull out other palettes, because you guys know usually when I create a look, like let's say I'm going for a pinky look, I like to build up the crease with like a light pink and then deeper and deeper and deeper. But with this palette, I feel like the pink and purple went really well together. The brown also went beautifully together, this gorgeous color as well. And they just worked really nicely hand in hand together. So I'm pretty impressed. I really do like it. I mean, I knew that I wasn't going to be disappointed with it. I'm not being like biased towards ABH palettes or shadows because I really did not like the Subculture palette. But I will say after that, everything was like smooth sailing. Like everything they released was really, really up there. And I think that this one is honestly no exception. I'm so happy to see a colorful palette from this brand because I don't think we've ever seen anything like this from ABH. If you're an ABH fan, if you enjoy her shadows, I think that you would really enjoy this. I think it's something different and unique to her line. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more and give you guys my final thoughts in maybe like a shop my stash video. But so far, I like it. I really, really do. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this look. If you think it's like cliche and like very similar to a lot of different other looks. Or let me know if you think it's a bit different. And I think that's pretty much it. This was kind of a fast video, but I did want to make it short, simple, and sweet. Maybe I'll try to use this with other palettes that she has. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. What time is it? It's 1:53. Not bad. We did pretty good on timing. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and see you guys in my next video. Bye.